Hello and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a Halloween update. I'm going to be showing you the prosthetic I made for Halloween. There are going to be parts of the clip where I'm looking to the side and not at this camera, but that's because I can't seem to upload the footage from my other iPad to this one for some reason. Um, if I can, the footage will be on here, but if not, I do apologize for it. You will see what the prosthetic looks like afterwards, and I'm pretty sure you can kind of guess what I'm all doing to it, because you can kind of see my face, but you can't. So, I do apologize about that. Uh, yeah, it's been a crazy year. This is what I'm showing you to make, and well, I'm not going to show you how to make it because the footage is missing, because I'll explain that in the footage in the actual footage itself. But it kind of runs a little long. The footage might be maybe a half hour, 40 minutes long. Um, but I hope you enjoy it. Hello, and welcome to this Halloween update. Today, I'm just going to be telling you what's been going on in the last 2 months or so. It's been quite hectic. I normally do a Halloween do-it-yourself tutorial on how to make something like this, but um, yeah, I had my iPhone stolen and my PS3 stolen by a few people that I had moving in. Well, staying here because they were getting kicked out of their place. I'm using these things to hold my hair back right now because, as you can see, I have long hair and it's going to get in the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little, I don't know what you call it, wax crayon or whatever. And I'm going to try to mark some spots so I know exactly where to place this after I put the latex down to give it the stick. And I think that should be good. I like using Q-tips with the latex. I'm also going to be using some watercolor paints and maybe some oil paints too. I got some in here in my little box, oh crap. But what I'm going to do is now I do take this off. And I got to tip my latex a little bit here. Take my latex, put it all around the edge of this thing. I don't have enough latex. Okay. This is stuff I'm using too. It's basically for prosthetics. Or to make prosthetics. It's not the stuff I normally get. The stuff I normally get is a little more watery like. I can move it around and make wounds and stuff with it. This is more prosthetic like I just showed you. So I'm going to, oop, don't want that one. Alright. I'm going to take this, get it good and on there. Just spread it around the whole damn thing. I know I'm not using anything to tape off my eyebrow or anything like that, but I'm not going to be putting it like there. So, and I got that. I can kind of find this mark here. Place and press that down. And take a little more of the latex here. Oop, don't want it dripping on stuff. Underside of this. A little more. Now, I had a video showing you how to make this kind of prosthetic, but it was on my phone that the so-called friends that I had staying here stole and sold. Now, I knew these people for, well, I knew the woman, the female friend, quite a while. And she had recently got with a new boyfriend. And he's a massive alcoholic and a drug addict. We actually just moved their stuff out of the basement. And as we moved their bed, we found a fucking crack pipe underneath it. So yeah, he's got her doing some pretty bad stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know it's in my hairline, but it's fine. So she isn't the person that I used to know anymore. She is a whole another kind of person here. I need to get some. Yeah. She's completely changed. She is not the same person that I knew. She is a veteran. She was in the Air Force. So I have a lot of respect for her for serving the country. You know what I mean? But as for him and what he's done to my friend, I have no respect for the guy. He's disgusting. You got her doing that kind of shit. And stealing from people that fucking she so-called calls family. As on numerous occasions she has called me her little brother, even though she is not much older than I am. You know what I mean? Or in them kind of situations. So I need to block out this light a little bit here. There we go. Alright. Right now, I am going to let this dry. Hopefully it'll hold everything down. I can feel it kind of right here in the eyebrow, but that'll be fine. Now what I'm going to be using is the black out of here, maybe some of red, and well, this was kind of pink, but it's all gone. I used it on a previous whatever this is, prosthetic or whatever, Halloween tutorial. Yeah, a little more up here.
I'm not doing anything for Halloween because I don't drink, so I don't go out and party or anything like that. But this is what I do every Halloween. I make something. I attempt to, at least. Alright, and I am going to let this dry, and then I am going to be back and attempt to color it. I'm going to be doing black around the outside and some on the inside, and red, maybe a bit of yellow, mix a little green, kind of make it look discolored and messed up. So I will return. And then I'm going to just dab around it. It kind of looks like charred flesh. Around there. It's not quite turning out the way I thought, but it's not turning out too bad. I can't really kind of spread that. Give my finger a little wet. Oh no. There you go. The other one's still in there. Crazy that. And that happened. So, attempt this again. My hair's so thin, it's hard to keep up. Alright. Where's my little dabber thing? What do I do with it? What did I just put it? Where did I just put that? Dang it, I want to use the other one. The other one's for the red. Dang it. Ah, crap. Oh. There it is. Found it. Well, it's not quite turning out the way I want it. So I'm going to attempt to water it down a little. I should have just used the oils. Yeah, it's not turning out the way I want it. This video's taking a while. Tissue kind of. I should use a Q-tip to do that. And I know this red's gonna be way too red. Oh, it's happening. There's a few other things that's happened this year. How do I say this? Thanks to the MS causing me to sit for so long. And everything. I now have hemorrhoids, which is just awesome. the yay moment. And I'm just kind of trying to blend this a little bit here. Just end up using my finger to kind of try to get it to blend a little. Maybe a little more bruised around the outside. Yeah, so I had the hemorrhoid thing going on. I had a colonoscopy and a endoscope done because I have issues with my stomach now, where I can't have spicy foods, can't have things that are too acidic. So basically I can't eat any of the foods that I like my chili or fucking my spicy beef sticks, my pickled tomatoes, which are really just sour tomatoes, but you know. Well, it's not the best, but doesn't look too horrible either. It's not too awful bad. This line down here is a little too thick. I want to seem to fucking get any better, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. And I think that's it. Pretty simple. Not too hard. Okay. So, oh, look at that gray hair just sticking out there. Damn. They keep getting longer. Alright, so let's move on to what's been going on this year. Well, like I said, come the middle of September. Well, let's start at the beginning of the year. Alright. I'm dating a beautiful woman from Canada. Her name is Marcy. Love her very much. Can't wait to actually see her once all this COVID shit's done and she can actually fly here. Gonna spend a nice week together. Have a lovely time. Like I said, this year I've come to find out that all my intestinal issues are due to some kind of ulcer in my stomach caused by MS and spicy foods and everything I've been eating. And but yeah, the spicy food I've been eating and everything. I've had some internal bleeding. Oh my god, my cigarette fell. Oh, that's bad. Oh crap. Well, that happened. Alright, so yeah. I think I can undo this now. Ow. So due to all the spicy foods and everything that I eat, I've got an ulcer in my stomach. I've also got hemorrhoids internally and externally. I've been through 3 procedures now. Come the 28th. Now into my final, I guess it's called a banding. To basically do, like, they do a bull testicles. And, they do a bull testicles, and they put a rubber band around it, cut off the circulation, and eventually it falls off. So I thought I would have to go through a major surgery for that, but I don't. Then, a little while after finding that out, I ran into my old friend Jen. She probably shouldn't say her name, but I ran into my old friend Jen, and I let her move in because she was being kicked out of her apartment. I didn't know why. She didn't really give me a reason. I'm not one to pry into someone's life like that. And I didn't know she was gonna move her boyfriend in with her. Like I said, the guy was a massive alcoholic. I mean, massive. She would drink a fifth of brandy or whiskey. He would drink a pint in a half hour. and then he would go and get 2 or 3 more pints and drink that, and he would change into a completely different person. Like, I swear he has split personalities and like schizophrenia or something, like bipolarism. The guy was twisted in the head. I mean, I let him move in because, you know, he was my friend's boyfriend, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He seemed like an okay guy. They bought my mother's Cavalier from her because we didn't have the like $3,000 to fix it because of the wire problems and all that stuff. We also sold them my truck for $500 because I didn't have the money for a new radiator for it, and I didn't have money for brakes. Well, the brakes weren't bad, but once her boyfriend started driving it, he jammed the brakes hard, and that just ruined it. That blew the brake line and everything. And he tried to get me over. He tried to get over on me. He did. But I got my money from my truck. I got the $500. You know, I didn't have the fucking like $5,000 to fix that fucking thing. There's no way I had that much money to fix that damn truck. There was quite a bit wrong with it, but I mean, he ran it into the ground. So what happened, and he's kind of a low life. I don't know. He tried to get over on us. He threatened to burn down our house. He threatened to kill me and my mother. He threatened to kill his so-called fiance with a knife. He literally walked downstairs and put the knife to her belly and was like, he'll gut her. And then he backed away, and she's from the Air Force, so she grabbed the knife, pulled it away from him. Thankfully, she didn't cut herself all the way up. And then she threw the knife across the room into a box, tip first. Like, yeah, she's military trained, dude. Don't mess with that kind of woman. So, all that shit happened, and then come my birthday, September 29th, I was doing alright. It was fine. October 1st, my brother came, we had a cookout and everything, and my phone turns up missing. Everybody's looking for it except for her boyfriend. And he's just like, it'll show up, it's gotta be here somewhere, it'll show up. It never shows up. I come to find out that later on, I guess maybe about a week or so ago, after he basically kicked out of the house because he's had the police here way too often for being drunk and belligerent and yelling and screaming about give me my keys and I do everything here and I own this and I own that, and he's a giant narcissist and a victimizer. So yeah, the guy's pretty scummy, to just to put it lightly. Now here it is. What? Well, it's Halloween, duh. Right? Yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, I come to find out when I go downstairs to kind of gather up the stuff that I let them use, like a TV and my PlayStation 3 and 2 games, that it's all gone. It's all gone. He sold it for fucking drink and crack. He's a fucking crackhead and an alcoholic. We didn't know that. While we were cleaning up today, we literally lifted the bed that they left behind to stand it up so we could have more room to put the boxes and everything that we moved so they could put the bed where it was there, and we found a fucking crack pipe. So that was not cool. And on top of the freaking entertainment center for the queen bed set that I have down there, we find 9 bottles of vodka, 2 bottles of whiskey, and a bottle of brandy. All empty. All nice big pints too. So he was drinking heavily. I mean heavily. Like, it's bad when people get that way. It really is. So they came by yesterday because I told them that either they have the money for my PlayStation and all the games that they took, and the chair that they broke in the basement on my mother. And he came, threatened to burn down our house, kill me and my mother. And I called the cops. The cops come, and for some ungodly freaking reason, I don't know why, they don't arrest him. He threatened to break our windows, burn our house down, and kill us, and they don't arrest him. I really don't understand why. I mean, I do, but I can't say it on YouTube because they'll take it down. Because, yeah, I just can't say it. You know? I don't understand it. This guy's so lucky. He's had cops at my house 4 or 5 times, and he didn't get arrested. So, that was fun. But I did call the cops. They came. They took his name down and Jen's name, who wasn't supposed to be in police contact. She has a month left to her probation, and now she has police contact, so her probation officer is probably gonna give her shit and arrest her for that, which I didn't want, because she was a good person until she met this guy. Now it's Halloween. We cleaned up, we found that thing under the bed, and they're gone, they're out of my life. I got rid of them. You know, with the whole hemorrhoid thing and the little minor surgeries I gotta have for that, and all the ulcer and shit I have, and the MS and the stress and shit, I don't need all this. That's just too much for me. It's just way too much. Yeah, it's just been really crazy. This whole year has been kind of crazy, actually. I'm still hoping on stimulus to happen. I don't think it's going to. The SS reform is supposed to happen. It's not going to happen until next year or something. I think we get a 5% boost this year. And then next year it's supposed to go up to COLA, or, I forget what it's called, inflation. It's supposed to be the new mark is inflation. So we should get a permanent boost this year for 5%. And next year, sometime in the middle or the end of the year, they might switch it from COLA to inflation or whatever it is, and we should get a permanent boost every year to our Social Security insurance or Social Security disability or veterans pay, or veterans spousal pay or whatever too. And hopefully that all happens, but I don't know. This year's just been crazy, guys. It really has. I hope you're all having a lovely Halloween. Have a good one. I'm gonna try to.